Hello, welcome to MFWoodShop 2. Just really a quick update. I haven't been on this channel in a while, and I also wanted to try this live feature from the phone, or live recording feature from the phone. So, what have I been up to here in a while? I've released several projects in the last few weeks. Of course, you may know I pretty much release one every week, and the latest video, the latest video was the review on the Evolution saw, and since then I've used it a little bit more, and I've gotten a little bit better feel for it. I still stand behind the blade. The blade is freaking kick ass. I really like that blade. The rest of the saw, in my opinion, so far, it's a saw. It has a motor, makes the blade turn, and it's fairly accurate. That's my opinion at this point. I'm gonna still go through the paces with it and continue playing with it and see the rest of it. Never did get the laser fixed. Recently, I gotten this upgrade of a dust collector right here. This came from MFWoodShop, and he upgraded his, and I bought this one off of him. So that is a massively improvement to what I had before. I already sold the Delta dust collector. You probably remember it. Just had the two bags, top and bottom. It was okay, and it served my purposes, but there is a big difference between this one and the other one. First of all, this has a 5-inch dust collector port, so I got a lot more volume coming out of it, and it's just a stronger. I think it was a 1.5 horse or 2 horsepower motor. I don't really remember. But my old one was 1 horse, and so it's already stronger in that aspect. Once I get this in its final location, I'll do a little bit more detail about that. But go over to MFWoodShop. He actually built this whole contraption, and he has a couple videos on it if you want to see that. I've had this frog in my throat for, I don't know, a couple weeks now, and it's really starting to bug me. Little off topic here. So a couple weeks ago, I went to the doctor, and the reason I went to the doctor is a few days before that I went to the emergency room. So I woke up and I just could not get any air. I mean, it really felt like something was in my throat, and I was just wheezing, and I could not get any air. It was bad enough when I got out of it. Woke me up. And it was bad enough where I got out of bed and found my wife she was in the bathroom getting ready for work, but found my wife, and I was, that type of feeling. I mean, I could not get any air. So I basically fell to my hands and knees and more or less calmed down, I guess. And then I finally was able to breathe right. But that's the first time it's ever happened to me, and I didn't, more or less I was scared. So I just went to the emergency room, and they took the x-rays of my throat and, this area of my neck, whatever. They didn't find anything on the x-rays, and the doctor at the ER said it could be sleep apnea. Now, I'm not doubting I have sleep apnea. There's no doubt in my mind. My wife says I snore. I probably do. But for a reaction like that, I'm calling bullshit. So I went to my doctor a couple days later, and they said, yeah, absolutely, sleep apnea could cause that, and they sent me for a sleep study. a week goes by. During that week, it happened like 2 more times, and 2 more times during the day when I wasn't even sleeping. I mean, I was just walking around, and it happened. So I'm calling bullshit on that sleep apnea diagnosis. So here in the last, I don't know, week or so, I've been getting that little dry throat action, and it just feels like I have to drink something, you know. So I don't know. Maybe it's allergies, and that's what I think it is, but I've never had them before, and why now, you know? Anyway, way off topic. So what I'm working on now is a commission project. As you know, I don't take too many of them, but I kind of wanted to do this one. My sister approached me and asked me if I wanted to do it, and I told her I would. And it's for her work. She works at a bank, and the chairman of the bank is Carl Erskine. Now, if you don't know who Carl Erskine is, he's was a baseball player back in the 50s. He was a pitcher for Brooklyn Dodgers. I think it was like 51 to 55, somewhere, 1951 to 55, somewhere in there. And so he pitched against Jackie Robinson and, you know, all those legendary baseball players that you hear about today. I'm not a huge baseball follower anymore. The last time I was a baseball follower, Pete Rose was playing, so you know, I was a teenager. So I haven't really followed baseball, so I definitely don't watch it on TV. I just think it's boring. But this project was interesting. It's a display case to hold his Carl's memorabilia from back in the 50s. So he has you know, 7 or 8 baseball bats that he wants in there, 2 or 3 baseballs, and you know, on the background is going to be a big mural of him in his uniform, and I think he has his jersey that we're going to put in there. So it's a fairly large display case. So this is the display frame that I've done. I didn't build the frame. They already had the frame. I just need to refinish it and do it in the style that they want it in. So that's what I've been working on for the last couple days. The backer board is right here. The backer board is just really a sheet of plywood, and it has a frame on the back side to mount it to the inside of the casing. You'll see more about that in the video, but this has been kind of the trickiest part right here. The backer board has to be absolutely flat. There's going to be a big mural on that, so essentially a large sticker that's going to be on that. And you know, to put a sticker down on any type of wood or any type of surfaces at all, it has to be pretty smooth. So that's what I've been doing here. I've been repairing that piece of plywood and filling in the cracks and voids and, you know, all that stuff to make it flat and accessible, or flat and applicable for that sticker or that mural, whatever you want to call it. So that's what I've been working on, and that's what I've been up to. So nothing really important I needed to talk about. Just I haven't been on this channel in a little while now, and I just wanted to more or less say hi. So on Instagram and Facebook, I put a picture of these two. These are the doorknobs for the rest of my miter station. So I decided to, actually Jason McGinn helped me come up with the idea. Actually, it was his idea. He gave it to me. So, he said to paint the MF in the middle and then, you know, sand it off smooth and make it look good. And then that's that's how they came from Run CNC. He's the one that actually made these. And so I put a picture up on Facebook and Instagram to see which one you guys liked better, because I could go either way, and I like both of them. Everybody except for one person said paint it, and then I had also a couple other ideas to, color fill it in with epoxy and milliput the letters and then sand them smooth. And I think that's the approach that I'm going to take. I've already ordered some milliput. I've never worked with it before, but Average Joe Joinery, he does it a lot, and he swears by the stuff. And I don't think Average Joe will, Joe Whitaker's his name, I don't think he'll steer us wrong on products that he recommends. So I'm going to give it a shot and see what it looks like. That might be the way to go, and it might just make them pop just a little bit more, and it might be kind of cool. So I ordered some. It should be here in a couple days, and then we'll get going. So on this, back to this display case, I'll get you under the light here. So this is what it looked like when I got it. The whole case was this collar and fit and finish and everything. This was the outside frame. Hope you can kind of see that. When I tore it apart, I didn't really know what kind of wood it was or anything, because it was, it had I thought a light color stain on it, but it really didn't have any stain on it at all. It was all finish. And come to find out, the whole thing is walnut, and it's beautiful. I mean, that's a beautiful piece of walnut, and the whole thing was made out of walnut. The frame, the trim piece, and everything. But the client now wants it painted, so I had to more or less sand all the urethane or top coat or whatever they had on it. I think it was urethane, but not real sure. So I had to sand that all down to bare wood, and unfortunately I got to put primer on it and then paint it the color that they want. So that's a little heartbreaking.